Hello and welcome to this tutorial for teachers on using the Integrated Observation Portfolio in DRDP Online. In this tutorial, we'll cover the following: logging in, understanding your dashboard, viewing and adding evidence, preliminary and final ratings, and printing reports. First, your agency will add you as a user on DRDP Online using your email address. Once that's completed, log into your account with that email and select Forgot Password to create a new password for the account. After logging in, you will arrive at your dashboard. At the top, you will see your name. Hover over it, and it will list the sites you are assigned to. There are tabs for your children, the classrooms you work with, the ratings you have assigned to measures, and the Portfolio tab. Under User Profile, you will see your site and the roles that have been assigned to you. The teacher of record has the unique role of locking ratings, which is necessary to receive reports. The teacher role allows you to add portfolio items and ratings. This is useful if you have multiple people working in your classroom who can contribute evidence, such as a therapist or special education teacher or assistant. When you open the Portfolio tab, you'll choose your site, the rating period, the classroom, and the instrument for the child you want to review or add evidence for. Then select View Students to see the list of your students. You will see your list of students. Be sure to go to the bottom of the page to view the second page of students. Select on Review Current Evidence to see evidence you have already uploaded, or add evidence for a student. Select Measures to see what evidence exists for the different domains. For example, ATL Reg 4 has 2 pieces of evidence. Let's look at one piece of evidence. For this evidence, a photo was added with a note stating P and C talked together at planning time about both choosing the easel. They chose different color markers and decided together to write numerals. They spent 10 minutes taking turns and corrected each other if they were about to write the wrong number. P said, "Hey, we made a pattern." C said, "Yes, it goes green, black, green, black." You can select a preliminary rating for this piece of evidence. When you assign a preliminary rating, it auto-populates into your Input Ratings page. Refer to the Measures at a Glance page for guidance. Then scroll to a Measures that could apply and look for a preliminary rating. Ratings must be marked final before they can be locked. Ratings must be locked to generate reports. You may also find that this piece of evidence applies to other measures. Select Edit Evidence at top right. Then select Copy Evidence under the piece of evidence and choose the other measures. You can assign a preliminary rating for these measures. Select Save Evidence at top right to save your work. Now let's look at adding evidence. Select the box under Add Evidence for the child or multiple children for whom you will add evidence, then select Next. We will be adding a photo and a note, so select the Add Photo button. Since it is close to the end of the rating period, you can also save this evidence for a future rating period by turning on the button to Save to Evidence Library. Then upload your photo and add a note. Scroll down past the Add Note box to select measures aligned to this evidence. Here, the teacher selected ATL Reg 4, SED 4 and 5, and LLD 9. You can assign measure by looking at Measures at a Glance page in the introductory pages. Add the date you collected the evidence. Then select Next. Now you can assign evidence for the children chosen and the measures chosen. We are at the end of your agency's rating period, and it's time to input ratings. Select Input Rating in the left column. Choose your rating period, site, classroom, and instrument. Select Search and you will see your students. For the ATL Reg domain, I have one pre-rating at ATL Reg 4. Select Review Pre-Rating, and it opens up the evidence, developmental levels, and descriptors. After reviewing, I decide to save it as the final rating. On the Preliminary Ratings page, decide which students and measures the photo evidence applies to. You can choose preliminary ratings or not. Then select Save. This will take you back to the Viewing Children page. Another useful feature is Evidence by Class. When you open the Portfolio tab and choose your filters with the search, you can select Evidence by Class. On the page, you can view current evidence and totals collected for your classroom. Select the drop-down arrow in each domain to see the number of evidence items. By selecting the 3 evidence items arrow, you see the number and type of evidence for the students. This feature is useful to see which students are lacking evidence for specific measures, helping you plan for data collection. There are many resources to support the implementation of DRDP Online. On the DRDP website at www.desired results. You can select DRDP Online tab, then select DRDP Online Resources. In the DRDP Online Resources, you will find information on free webinars, information on scheduling an appointment with a customer service representative, a list of tutorial on YouTube, tip sheets, information to sign up for email updates, and other resources. Additionally, you can create a free account on the California Early Childhood Online (CVCO) website. Once you create an account, you can enroll in a free module series for DRDP. Thank you for viewing this tutorial.